Good students, welcome back to the Blossoms of the Savannah. And this is, as I'd already promised you, that is going to be countrywide assessment of different schools' mocks and approach to these set texts. And here with me is Maranda High School. And if in case you're coming across this work and it happens to come from Maranda, why don't you give it a thumbs up? A thumbs up, a like, and a share, of course, with your friends. So therefore, let's look at the exam style questions from the set text, the compulsory set text, The Blossoms of the Savannah by Henry Olarinkoi. Now, this is the question that was the year 2021 from Maranda High School. When faced with the challenges in life, help comes at a time that is least expected. Citing evidences from Henry Olarinkoi Blossoms of the Savannah, write an essay in support of this statement. Again, when faced with challenges in life, help comes at a time that is least expected. Citing evidences from Henry Olarinkoi Blossoms of the Savannah, write an essay in support of this statement or assertion. Introduction. Most people reach the end of the tether in difficult situations and are just about to give up when help comes suddenly. Most instances of help in Blossoms of the Savannah appear coincidental, but nonetheless, they change the course of life of characters and as well as shaping the rest of the novel. Olarinkoi seems to be at the right place at the right time. He happens to be the savior of Resian and Taiyo when they need help most. He comes to the rescue of the two girls when they are coming from their father's shop and are about to be raped by two men, the vagabonds. Olarinkoi single-handedly saves the girls by fighting the men. Resian and Taiyo are much grateful and would not want to imagine what would have happened if he had not come at that time, even fearing that they would have been infected with HIV. The incident also made the two girls build up their trust in Olarinkoi, and that is found on page 140 to 143. Olarinkoi again comes to the rescue of Resian when she discovers her father's betrayal by planning to marry her off to Oloisudori. Resian confronts her father at the shop and realizes that she has been sold, quote-unquote, to the monster Oloisudori. Her father is hostile to her and beats her up, and she runs away. He comes to her rescue when she is even contemplating committing suicide by drowning herself into the Nasila River. At the same time, Oloisudori and his men are looking for her to abduct her. Olarinkoi promises to take her to Minik, whom she had been yearning to meet someday. Although the help turns disastrous, with Olarinkoi turning against her, she can escape the current wrath of Oloisudori. It is while at Olarinkoi's heart that Nabaru becomes of help and eventually escapes with her to Minik's ranch. She also escapes the knife remaining in Toiye Nemengalana. Olarinkoi's help then is a blessing in disguise, and that is found on page 204 to page 211, 224 to 237, and 244 to 249. Minik's help to Resian and Taiyo at the most challenging moment perhaps is the most important event that completely changes their lives. She gives refuge to the girls in her ranch, hence protecting them from the marauding men like Oloisudori and Olarinkoi. She gives Resian a job in a ranch, hence giving her something to live on, and promises her a scholarship from the ranch. Most importantly, she can have the two girls enroll at Egerton University, their dream university. These kind of gestures create a happy ending in a novel that has been dominated by sad events, and that is on page 261 to 62, 264 to 267, 279 to 281, and 284. In conclusion, people are about to despair. That is usually the point when help comes. No matter how belated the characters like Resian and Taiyo get help, their lives are greatly impacted on and changed by those interventions.